Right, good morning, grade twos.
Good morning, Mr. Leslie.
Right, everybody stand up and stand behind your chairs. Right, hands up, click, 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 hands down, clap twice, clap twice, clap 3 times, 1, 2, 3, clap 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, clap 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch your head, touch your toes, touch your neck, touch your hip, touch your back, touch your shoulders, touch your tummy, touch your eye, touch your hair, touch your ears, touch your toes, touch your head. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you know, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3.
Hooray!
Well done. You may all sit down. Right, have you said hello to Lulu? Say hello to Lulu.
Hello!
Hello, Lulu. Lulu's going to be with us this morning and she's going to be with us at the end of the day because Lulu loves us. Now, who can tell me what do I have in my hand? A storybook. How do you know that it's a storybook?
Because it's a book.
It is a book, but how do you know that it is a storybook? Rory, say something. You were saying?
Because it has a picture in front.
Because it has pictures. And it is a book. Also because it has something else.
It's right.
It has writing. It has words inside. Right. Are you ready for your book? Right. Now, what is this called? Before I tell you, actually, I nearly gave out the answer. The front cover, the back cover,
Spine.
the spine. Right. And what do you call a person who writes the books? Is an author, and the illustrator is the person who does what? They draw the pictures. Have you forgotten that? Right. And we have a book called The Head Boy this morning. I am reading the book called Head Boy. What do you think it's happening in this book? Or what do you think this book is all about?
It's about a boy.
It's about a boy. What is this boy doing?
He's getting hurt.
He's getting what?
Hurt.
He's getting heads.
Hurt.
Who's hurting the boy? I also don't know. Why is he getting hurt?
I think Speller's trying to say that he's getting hurt.
Okay. And what else do you think is happening in this book? Oh, there is a boy. You can see there is a boy. He's dressed differently. Can you see that? And what do you think this boy is doing in the book? Think about it. What is he doing?
Listening.
He's listening. What is he listening to? Or who is he talking to that he has to listen?
The sheep. The sheep.
So you think the boy is talking to the animals? No. Okay, Minenhle?
The boy is listening to the animals that they're the animals.
Right. And who wants to add to what Minenhle said? Who wants to add to what Minenhle said? Look at the back cover. If there isn't anybody who wants to add to what Minenhle has said, I would just want you to look at the back cover. What are these?
Mountain.
Mountains and hills. So where do you think this boy is? Where do you think he's going and what is he doing?
He's going to the mountain.
Going to the mountains. Well done to you. And what is he doing at the mountains?
Listening.
Listening.
Listening to the wind.
Listening to the wind. Well done to you. I love your answers. Listening to the wind. And if he's not listening to the wind, what could be happening?
He will follow.
He will fall off. Oh. Right. So this book was written by a lady called Nikki Daly. The lady is a South African author. Okay. Born in South Africa, bred in South Africa, and wrote this beautiful book called The Head Boy. And I just want to bring it to you. A head boy is a little boy who looks after livestock. They look after sheep, they look after cows, they look after cattle, they look after goats, and they are found in rural areas. You know, in back in the day, many moons ago, we used to have head boys, but now that has died out. It's no longer existing. We don't have head boys anymore because people don't own a lot of cattle. But back in the day, we used to have head boys. Vuga, wake up, Malusi. Mama calls. Inside the heart is still dark. Outside, the air is cool and the sun is rising. First, a red rim along the surrounding hills, then turning to gold as it rises and starts warming the village. Millipap is swimming in the pot. Eat up, says Mama. A boy cannot work on an empty stomach. Malusi looks after his grandfather's sheep and goats. It's a big job for a small boy. Look, it's just an amazing place where a boy has to wake up every morning to go look after sheep. And they live in a special home or a special house. It is a hut. It is made out of a cow's dung. Okay, so they took a cow's poo-poo, and then they made a house. Have you ever? That's how people used to live in the olden days. And this house is amazing. When it's cold, it's warm. When it's warm, it is cold. Right. And people in the rural areas, they do not have stoves. You know, you cook on a stove. They used to cook on the ground. They make fire from the ground and they cook from the ground. Yo, I know. You. Malusi shrills, whistling drives the sheep out of her grandfather's kraal. By the time they reach the grazing slopes, the earth is hot beneath his bare feet. Malusi shields his eyes against the sun's glare and looks up. There, high in the sky, flying in white circles, he spots a black eagle. He places his feet carefully as he moves through the bush where the panther ants doze, coiled up and unseen. Who can tell the class? Where do eagles live?
Mountain.
They live on a mountain. Why do they live on a mountain?
Because get burned.
So that they do not do what?
Get burned.
So that they do not burn. An eagle is an interesting bird. It lives on a mountain because it wants to sport.
And food.
Oh, well done to this clever lady. Want to see the food quickly. Right, so what do they eat? What do eagles eat? Snakes, clever child. And what else, Rory?
Worms.
They eat worms. And what else?
Snakes.
They do eat snakes. And they also eat something else.
Ants.
And ants. They also eat something else.
And
Something that you also eat.
meat.
They eat meat. So eagles, they also eat meat from dead animals. So if a lion catches an impala, kills it, it eats it. A lion won't be able to finish the impala, right? So the leftovers of the impala, the eagle will come through and it will start nibbling on the dead impala. Okay, so they love meat. And they also eat something from the ocean.
Fish.
They do eat fish. They do eat fish. And they glide the skies. Who can tell me, what do I mean by glide?
Fly.
They fly, they glide the skies. The reason why they glide the skies is because they want to see
Food.
They want to see their food on the ground. What do we call an animal that can catch and kill for survival? Like a lion. It can catch and kill for survival. What do we call it?
Owl. Owl.
It's called a predator. And what do we call an animal that can be caught and killed for survival? It's called a prey. Okay, so we've got a predator and we've got a prey. So an eagle becomes a predator to some animals, and it can also become a prey to some animals. All right. If a lion catches an impala, kills the impala and feeds on the impala, does not finish the impala, the eagle comes through to nibble on the dead body of the impala. The eagle becomes the predator, okay, and the impala becomes the prey. And what we call a body, a dead body of an animal. What do we call a dead body of an animal? It's called a carcass. What is it called? A carcass. It is called a carcass. And there's something so special about the goats. What do they have? Horns. They've got horns. And what do we have this joined animal? It has two horns and a what? That's a baby lion.
A buffalo.
A buffalo has horns, but wait for my question first. This giant animal is so big, it has a small tail, it's twiggled. An elephant, well done. An elephant. It also has horns. And what is a special name for the horns of an elephant?
Teeth.
They are called I know. You want to say it? Say it, Rory. Say it, Koki. Say it, Minenhle. Tusks. It's called tusks. Well done. Well done. Along the crans, a troop of baboons gather. If they come down, he will use his voice and a handful of stones to drive them back. Woof! He hears Coco barking. That means his friend Lungisa is only a shout away. Lungisa is older than Malusi and his own dog. What do we call a group of monkeys?
Troop.
A troop, well done. And what do you call a group of lions?
A herd.
Lions.
No.
It starts with a pride. Clever boy, well done, is a pride. And a baby lion is called? A cub. And a mother lion is called? Lioness, well done. And what do we call a fair on a male lion? It's called a mane. And look, here is a troop. Here is a troop. And look, down the hills, what can you see?
Mountain.
No, down the hills, what can you see here?
The heart.
You can see the hearts. What are hearts made out of?
Clay.
They are made out of clay and what else? From a cow.
Food.
They made of a cow's dung. Well done, cow's poo-poo. Right. Why is this boy having a stick in his hand?
For beating.
Why is he beating? For walking. That could be the reason why he's having a stick. But what else, Naledi?
For hunting.
For hunting or?
For leading the sheep.
For leading the sheep. Well done to that clever girl. For leading the sheep. And also to chase what away?
Birds.
To chase the birds. And what else?
Monkeys.
And to chase the troop. Well done. Sometimes they meet and play games while the sheep graze. What is to graze? To graze is when the livestock, the sheep or the goats are eating grass. Okay. Lungisa always wants to play two-man football and stick fight. Malusi likes a challenge. Coco jumps out of their way as they kick up the dust. Shoo, yells Malusi in the middle of the fight. I'm hot. So they break while he removes his blanket, slowly giving him time to plan how to win a few points, but he never does. Lungisa is the champion footballer and champion stick fighter. Still, Malusi is quick learner. He knows he must keep his eye on the ball and move out of harm's way during a stick fight. So what do they use the stick for? Another thing?
Stick fight.
They also use the sticks to fight. It's a play, okay? They are not fighting. It's like us at the end of the day, we play that game, we do the quiz, and what else? We do the shake game, and any other game that you play. So the stick fight for them is a game. Why do they play a stick fight?
Because there was no toys and games for them to play.
Because there were no toys and games for them to play. Well done, Rory. There was no toys, no television, no PlayStation 5, no toys, no Lego for them to use. So what were they using? They now started using sticks to do a stick fight. So they are playing, they are not fighting. All right. It's lunchtime and Zolika, his older sister, brings their lunch. Every day it is the same thing, mvubo. What is mvubo? It's a soft porridge that is, it's a soft porridge that is in clogs. Okay, or in clogs or in circles, and then you can eat it with amasi, you can eat it with milk. A sour mixture of cold milk and millipap. He and Lungisa always eat it all up and scrape the tin bowls with their fingers. When I grow up, says Lungisa, I'm going to play football for Bafana Bafana. Bafana Bafana is a soccer team for which country? South Africa. I'm going to be a president. Who was our former president? The late? No, the late? That could have been the former president. Yes, even Zuma is. Actually, President Zuma is our former president. Before President Zuma, we had a president. And Nokubonga mentioned him. Who is he? Mr. Nelson Mandela. Mr. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Okay. Woo, woo. They holler back. Zolika collects the balls. Malusi is clever. She says he can be anything he likes. Now, look at the mountains and hills and tell me what is on the mountain. Troop. And there is something happening. Look at the two boys, their faces. One boy's face, he seems to be happy. And then the other one seems to be sad. Why?
Because that honey is cabinet. Because that one is thinking that he's the president.
Or that one is thinking that he's the president, so he's happy. And why is the sister looking at them in that way? I think she's a little bit puzzled.
Because the other one is sad.
Because the other one is sad. Why do you think he is sad? Naledi?
Because he's making fun of him.
Because he's making fun of him. What else?
Because he stole the ball from him.
Okay, maybe we have to find out why does he look so sad. Malusi is glad when Lungisa disappears into the deep to join his flock. Malusi likes being on his own, just him and his shadow, dead quiet as still as a mountain. He watches the ground where two columns of termites are on the earth. Aish, such hard workers, all working together. If he sees one on its own, he feels sorry for it and says, Hamba. What is to hamba?
Go.
To go. Go away, little khocha. Go and join your people. Right. What other insects? They're very tiny and they're black or brown. You can find them on the ground. Ants. There's something so special about ants as well. They always work hard. Why do they work hard?
Because they need food.
Because they do need food, but why do they work hard? They work hard during summer to prepare for what season?
Winter.
They prepare for winter. Have you ever seen an ant during winter?
No.
No, we never see ants during winter. Where would they be?
Underground.
Underground. There's a special name that we use when we're doing bears and hedgehog. They do what? They hibernate. They hibernate. And what is to hibernate? To sleep for long. In which season do animals sleep or hibernate?
Winter.
They do sleep in winter and come out in? Spring. They come out in spring. So give examples of animals that can hibernate.
Bear.
A bear?
Ants.
One child at a time. Naledi? Ants, they do hibernate. So it does hibernate. Right? But other animals that
Bunnies. No.
partly. But animals that do this,
Bear.
birds, they hibernate. And they come out in spring. Why spring? Who can tell everybody why do they have to come out in spring?
Because it's gonna be hot.
Because it's gonna be hot. And there'll be something in spring. There'll be enough what for them to
Eat.
There'll be enough food for them to eat. Right. Now, something very, very, very special. This boy has a dream.
To be a head boy.
This boy has a dream. He is already a head boy. Something so special, but he has a big dream. What is his dream?
To be a president.
To be a president. Rory, thank you so much for soaking yourself up to this book. You have soaked yourself up to this book. He has a dream, and his dream is to become a president. Okay, now we do not finish a book in one day. We're going to finish our book tomorrow. Okay, so let me mark the page. Right, now Lulu, the kids are so happy to be back at school, and Lulu wants to say hello to everybody. Right. Good morning, grade 2s.
Good morning, Lulu.
And how are you?
Fine, thanks, and how are you?
I'm fine. Did you have an amazing weekend?
Yes.
I missed you. Stand up. I want to sing a song with you. I loved the story. Did you enjoy the story? I also enjoyed the story, and I also have a dream. What do you think my dream is?
To become a president.
To become a president. And what do you think my other dream could be?
Being a head boy.
To be a head boy.
To be a teacher.
To be a teacher. But I like telling what, and I like doing what.
Singing.
I like singing. Maybe I want to be a singer. I want to be a singer, friends, and I want us to sing a song. So before we start, there's a song that I want to sing, and there's a song that I want to teach you. So let's sing our normal song together. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But I'm not so happy because you are not singing. Do you want to sing?
Yes.
Okay, let's try one more time. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray.
If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray.
If you're happy and you know, and you really want to shout. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray.
Oh, I'm so happy. And I have a new song for all of you. It goes, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. All these children are asking you to please come out so we can dance with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Bye, Lulu. Right, you may all sit down.